Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do like a will I buy it type of video. I've never done one of these before, but I thought it would be interesting, especially with like the sale coming up, and I've just been interested in some stuff. I don't actually follow Trendmood, but when people post about it on Instagram, I usually will scroll through the posts. So I saved some posts and that I thought were like kind of interesting. This isn't necessarily like the newest of the new, but it's kind of like everything from the past month that has caught my attention, I guess. So I just wanted to chat about it. I'm gonna try and like put stuff up here. I don't know how that's gonna go because I've never done this before, but we're gonna try. Okay, so the first post I guess on here is the Fenty Beauty skincare post. So basically, it was just a teaser about Fenty Beauty coming out with skincare, which I definitely would be interested in just because I am a fan of Fenty Beauty. I guess it would have to depend what she like comes out with. Really, the only thing I like kind of try from brands is moisturizers, to be honest. But I think that's really exciting. I don't, sometimes it's like, do you want makeup brands to come out with skincare? But I think she would do it well. She just seems to do a lot of things well, you know? So that's kind of my opinion on that. Next is this set from Glow Recipe. Honestly, I really had this in here because I'm interested in this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. I actually have sprayed this in store, but I know I don't like this sleeping mask actually from Glow Recipe, so I know I already don't like that in the set. I was really like trying to figure out if it would be a decent value, and I did the price comparisons and it's actually not a decent value. So I won't be getting this. I think I would rather just pick up the spray. I'm interested in this cream, this banana cream, but the sleeping mask is like too intense, like the scent for me. So I'm not exactly sure about this banana cream. It might be the same situation. So I would have to probably see it in store, and the odds of that happening are pretty far out at this point. So next I saved this set coming out from the Balm. Honestly, I just saved it because the the Balm is like a brand that does not interest me whatsoever, but I feel like everybody has a product from the Balm that they talk about like in Project Pants. Is that so weird? I don't know why I feel like that, but these blushes are pretty, but like I just don't buy from the Balm. I don't know. They're coming out with the tinted moisturizer, it says though. Antidotes tinted moisturizer. I don't see a picture of that anywhere. Oh, that might be interesting, but I really just like the ColourPop one the best, to be honest. So I don't know. Like I said, I just don't really purchase on the Balm. I loved the packaging on this. Like I believe this is the eye cream. Oh, it's a lip mask, right? It's $22. The packaging is really, I like it for some reason. It looks really nice in here. I would rather use the Laneige lip mask, so no, thank you. Um, and then the overnight serum stick. I like go back and forth with these serum sticks, like if I like them or not. I've only tried like the cooling water, which I did like, but I don't like $36. I don't know, it's kind of pricey. So probably gonna pass. This is something I'm so interested in. So this is the Natasha Denona mini retro. These mini palettes of hers are only $25, which I think is a great price point to try out to Natasha Denona. And a mini palette for me is nice just because like it's not overwhelming whatsoever. These are kind of like gray green shades, which I think would be a little bit of not not a challenge, but like something to pull me out of my comfort zone a little bit. But they're pretty like understated that they probably look gray on the eyes. I absolutely love like these two shades, like this pink and this like silver. I don't know, this palette like definitely calls to me. I'm really feeling it. This blush is pretty too, but like it's kind of sparkly for me. I don't know that I would use something that's sparkly. It's pretty, but I think these blushes are pretty small in the minis, so I don't need another blush, so that one's probably a pass. I saved this palette because when I first seen this on Treadmoon, I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this palette. And then I realized it was from Sigma. And not like Sigma's a bad brand or anything, but I just never, like, Sigma's not a brand that's like on my radar or one that I necessarily like think to buy from. This palette's really pretty. I mean, I am interested in it, honestly, but I just don't really buy from Sigma. And then I know people have like discount codes. The glosses do not interest me whatsoever, side note. But it's $49. No, thank you. It is really pretty though. And okay, the reason it originally caught my attention is I thought it was an Anastasia palette, to be honest. It really gives me that vibe. And at first, I was like, they're releasing another palette, but I then realized it was Sigma. I don't know. I just think this is a really good release by Sigma. I mean, it looks like it maybe even has a decent like brush in it. Maybe. I've never bought anything from Sigma. I don't think so. They're not really a brand I buy from, but this palette did interest me. Oh, this is, so it says it's the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. It looks like this picture is just like, oh my gosh. This looks just like all the other things they have, but like, obviously this is edited to look like this, but this looks so nice. This is a brand that everything they come out with, I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. Like I said, though, I really use the Laneige one, so I don't necessarily need this. I'd be interested, like, I haven't seen anybody talking about this yet that I'm aware of. Like anybody that like has it in their hands physically, because I'd be interested to what the texture is. Like, is the texture of this more like the Laneige but in this tube? Because like obviously I like the like Glossier type tubes, but they're kind of like Vaseline. They're not like that like silkier type texture. So I don't know. That, again, love to like see it in store, but of course that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I'll maybe just like wait to see what people say about this to figure out about the texture, but that is one thing that would maybe change my mind about it. Oh, this too. This, I know somebody else said that, maybe it was Kyla Fish, but she was like, the photos of this are just like amazing. Really, okay, so this is the Laneige Glowy Face Serum. I mean, just the words, it's called the Glowy Makeup Serum. I think just the play on words there is like what gets me. It's obviously an oil looking, I mean, it looks just like an oil. I don't really enjoy using oils, so not that I have anything against oils, but I like them at the beginning and then I get tired of using them, and it's just like in a whole extra step. So I don't know. It's Laneige. Okay, it's $32. Laneige is usually like a decent price point, but I really just like the aesthetic of this more than I'm like interested in the product, I would say. This I am excited about. This is from Good Molecules. This is their pineapple exfoliating powder. So this is kind of like the Tatcha rice powder. It's like the powder and then you like mix in water and it becomes a physical exfoliant. So this is like so fine. Obviously I've never touched the Tatcha one. It's probably just as fine, to be honest, but this is such a better price point just from Good Molecules. It's $16. I don't know. Oh, it says pineapple, kiwi, and papaya extracts to break down and remove dead skin cells on the skin surface. So I guess that's why it's pineapple. I didn't know if it like had a pineapple scent or something. I really want to try some items from Good Molecules, but I'm trying to use up some different skincare first. They're just so cost effective that if their products work, and I've heard really, really good things about their products. So like if their products work and they're that affordable, why go with another brand? You know what I mean? Also something I'm definitely interested in. This is the Fenty Matchsticks. This is their new one. It's in the shade, or it's called like Pearl. The shade is called Pearl. It says it's an iridescent pink, but I mean, really, it just looks iridescent, to be honest. It pretty much looks clear. I considered almost picking this up during the Sephora VIB sale. I haven't placed my order yet, but I have the Glossier Halo Scope, and I know cream products don't last forever, so I don't want to necessarily get multiples of the same product. Not that I don't have any multiples of the same product, but I know I have that one, and I kind of want a Nude Sticks one, so I'm like, I don't want all of them, you know what I mean? I do want all of them, but just not right now. So, I don't know. This looks really pretty. It's just like subtle. I mean, this picture looks kind of intense, honestly, but like on their arms, just how subtle it looks like something I would be definitely into. This is one that I, again, really want to see in store, like on my skin tone. How does it look? But it is something that I'm definitely interested in. Okay, so these sets from Sephora are things that get me all the time. And here is the reason why. So, like, most of them I'm like so on, but let's see. This one is one that I'm like, not that I'm over the moon about it, but it's the one that like definitely gets me. I think it's the mini summer makeup essentials. So the set's $39. So honestly, yeah, it probably is worth it. But here's what gets me. So on the edge here, we have the Unseen sunscreen and also this Patrick Ta like glow oil. Those two I'm like super excited about. This end, we have the Wave Spray, which I like, and this Jouer highlighter, which I would love to try. But then in the middle, we have like the Sephora lipstick, which I probably care less about. This mascara, which I would probably use. Same with the Fresh Sugar lip balm. I would probably use that too. I just used up one of my Brazilian Boom Boom creams. I could keep it and give it away or eventually use it, but like this middle section I don't really care for. And I do this with these sets all the time. I'm always like, oh, I love this set, but really I love like a couple things in it. And honestly, it makes more sense to just pay for the couple things I want to try versus buying the whole set and then having a bunch of extra things that I don't even care about. So I'm gonna pass on this. Unless it was like super discounted, I don't think that I would get this, just because I know there's things in here, like for sure that lipstick and potentially the Boom Boom cream. I don't know. I just like don't love the whole set. I don't love it as a whole. I love some things in here, but I just don't love it as a whole. Oh, yes. I've seen some people talking about these, honestly. Not like physically having them, but just like in these types of videos. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss. So these are cream highlighters. Honestly, they come in a ton of shades. Like there's a really light one, a medium, a more pinky toned, like coppery toned, and then like a really deep one as well. Dominique Cosmetics is just a brand that not that I don't buy from them, I don't have anything from them, but they're just like not really on my radar yet. They are like, I hear people talking about them, but they're just like, when they're like, oh, it's Dominique Cosmetics, I'm just like, oh, I don't know. It just, not that I don't support Kristen Dominique because I used to watch her and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's just not up my alley. This product, at first glance, I was so excited about. And then I swiped and realized that they were all highlighters, and I was like, dang. I thought at first they were face powders just upon like first glance. This is the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. I guess if I would have read that, I probably would have known, but I literally just usually look at the pictures and then I swiped, yeah, and then I saw it all said like highlight. I didn't realize this was released in 2017 during the holidays. I probably knew that at the time, but seeing this, it didn't just like hit me like, oh, a re-release. I don't know. I obviously didn't get it then and wasn't going to get it then. I like the 3-pan palettes where it's like all the face powders, and I know they have ones that are like blush, highlight, bronzer, and those are cool too, but I thought this was face powders, and I was kind of bummed out that it was highlights. I have an Hourglass like 6-man palette, so I really don't need the powders, but I do like the face powders. So this is a collaboration by Becca, and at first I thought this was just their like liquid highlighters, and then I realized it was a collaboration. But these are like for the face and the body. These shades are pretty, like all these shades, and I like the Becca formula, but they're $38, and I haven't bought a full-size liquid Becca highlighter because they are that price. Like, it's just too expensive for me. So these are pretty, but I won't be picking these up. And I'm gonna end on a, I don't know if this is a high note, but I'm gonna end on these because this is one thing that like really caught my eye. So this Fenty Duo just came out, and it's a duo for only $29, and one gloss is $19 and the set's only $29. It's a full size of Sweet Mouth, which is the lighter one, and Fenty Glow, which is the deeper one. The bummer is I wanted to pick this up so bad. Like, it looks so pretty. Oh, I love it. But I already have Fenty Glow. So like, I don't need this set. Like, at this point it makes more sense for me to pick up Sweet Mouth by itself, which is only $19, than to get a set of one full size that I already own. So yeah, I at first was like, I need this set, but then I was like, actually, I literally already own one of these. So I was gonna buy Sweet Mouth during the VIB sale, but I think I'm gonna wait maybe till my birthday. I want the Fenty glosses. I want Fussy and Sweet Mouth so bad. But I think I'm gonna hold out just because, I don't know, I think I should. So that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'll maybe talk about some other, I'll maybe like do this again in a few weeks. I don't know. It probably depends how much like catches my eye. Don't, like I said, go on Trendmood too terribly often, just because I don't follow them and I don't like to be overwhelmed of like, oh my gosh, all this new stuff's coming out and I'm not getting any of it. So I don't typically go on there. But I might try and do this every couple of weeks because I think it's nice to talk about what's going on and like what we're all thinking. And to just maybe like, you know, sometimes talk yourself out of stuff or get other, like, just feedback on it. Like, I tried this and it was bad, or like, you know, if you have questions about stuff and other people have tried it. So that's, I don't know. I just like talking about it, and sometimes it helps me, like I said, just figure out my thoughts on it more. Like, am I actually interested, or was it just like impulse kind of? So thank you so much for joining me on this video here today. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.